Hey everyone, it's your girl Amanda Schaefer here, and you're all wondering what I'm doing sitting in front of a computer. Well, I'll tell you. The other day, I was talking to my Wattpad buddy Brer Sam. She thought after I did impressions and reacted to facts about the Beatles, she thought, why not do it for Chad and Jeremy? After all, you impersonated them not long ago. So why don't you read facts about them and react to those? And I was on board with the idea. So for this video, I'll be reading through facts about them, one per video, and I also have a link to both members together. And then I'm going to react to them as I did with the Beatles. So in this case, for now, I'll be doing Chad Stuart, the one who wears the glasses. Bet you all knew that. Alright, here we go. What is your full real name? David Stewart Chadwick. And then, of course, he changed it to Chad Stuart. When and where were you born? I was born on December 10th, 1941, in Windermere County, Westmoreland, England. What is your height, weight, and coloring? I am 5 feet 11 inches tall, weigh 165 pounds, and have blonde hair and green eyes. I knew he had blonde hair, but I didn't get a real good close at his eyes, so I did not know they were green. Well, I do now, after reading this. Kind of like Rapunzel from Tangled. She had blonde hair and green eyes. That is, until her hair got cut and turned brown. Alright, back to business. What was your very first ambition? To be an actor. And he did do some acting on TV. I saw a few of his appearances, and wow, he was really good. When did you get married? On June 1st, 1964. To Jill. Describe your house. It is a rambling basement apartment in Kensington, London. It is painted white throughout, naturally. There is a courtyard in the middle, paved in pink stone. I have paneled several walls in timber. I'm a do-it-yourself kind of maniac. And we have used a lot of orange and yellow to give it a bright, warm effect. He's got good taste, let me tell you that. What are your hobbies? Canoeing, music in one form or another, carpentry, and going for long walks with Jill and McGregor, wife and dog respectively, preferably when it's raining. I like going for walks as well, but primarily when it's sunny. I don't like stepping outside when it's raining. What are your favorite sports? Soccer, rowing, and tennis. He's got good taste in sports, too. What is the most serious problem you've ever had to solve? To try to convince people that Jeremy and I are not breaking up. I hate when people assume that bands are breaking up. Heck, I hate when they assume, period. We all hate rumors, don't we? Okay, what else? What was the most serious illness you've ever had? Glandular fever, also known as mononucleosis, which kept me in bed for 6 weeks in March and April of this year, and prevented our return to the States to play quite a lot of concerts. But I'm fine now. I've heard of the word mononucleosis, but I never knew what it meant. I actually heard the word used in another movie, Scooby-Doo the movie, that came out in 2002. Fred Jones, played by Freddie Prinze Jr., was talking to Mr. Emil Mondavarius, played by Rowan Atkinson, and instead by calling him his actual name, he called him Mr. Mononucleosis. Maybe because he couldn't pronounce the name properly. Okay, what else? Do you have A, pet fear, B, phobia, and C, superstition? Starting with the pet fear. Being accident prone. I have a constant fear that I shall injure my hands. It's never good to injure yourself, period. Phobia. Perhaps my most obvious phobia is that I hate cigarette smoking. I don't smoke, and I think it's very antisocial, unsanitary, and unhealthy. You're right about that, Chad boy. I've seen a picture of him with a cigarette in his mouth, and he's right about it being unsanitary and unhealthy. Alright, now for the superstition. Most people would think me superstitious because I believe firmly in the supernatural. I don't believe in the supernatural, but I won't judge. Do you have any pets? I have a black and white border collie called Mr. McGregor. And we just mentioned McGregor early on. Quite an interesting name for a dog, if I do say so myself. Alright. What advice would you give young people who would like to make a career in show business? If you haven't gotten anything new to offer, forget it. Good point. What one thing has helped you most of all in your career? The musical know-how I gained as a boy choir singer in Durham Cathedral. I knew Paul McCartney was a choir boy, but Chad? Love it. What aspect of your career do you personally enjoy most? I don't think there's any one aspect I really prefer. I love recording, but I wouldn't like to do it all the time. You do you, Chad. What are your business and personal plans for the future? I'm looking forward very much to doing a TV series with Jeremy, but until then, we are developing our individual careers a bit. Mine will largely be writing, arranging, and recording promotion. My personal plans are to work as much as possible in New York because that's where Jill will be modeling. Wanting to be close to his wife. That's very good. Who are your closest friends? Details, details. Jeremy, obviously. Gloria Stavers, Graham Nash of the Hollies, The Ventures, Sandy Shaw, Peter and Gordon, Haley Mills, Russell Alquist and his wife Juliet, and Ron Riley of WLS Chicago. Ooh, Haley Mills. I've seen a picture of George Harrison with her, the star of the original Parent Trap. What is your most prized material possession? All my guitars. I wonder how many guitars he owned. Are you moody or temperamental? I don't think I'm qualified to answer that. Jill says I'm very even-tempered. I've never seen Chad mad, and I don't think I ever want to. What is your secret ambition? My ambitions aren't secret at all. I should like to be Carl Reiner and Leonard Bernstein rolled into one. Well said. What is your pet extravagance? Buying guitars and other assorted musical instruments. I can't argue with that. Do you have a nickname? If so, what do you like to be called? Chad started out as a nickname. That's what all the kids used to call me at school, and that's what I like to be called. No arguments there. What do you like to do when you're alone? I like to play guitar or piano, paint, go for walks, or just think. He shares some of the things I like to do. Alright, what else? If you suddenly came into $1 million inheritance, what is the first thing you would do? I would buy the largest country estate I could. I like that. I once heard a song about $1 million. It's been a long time since I've heard it, though. Alright, what else? Who are your favorites in showbiz? Peter, Paul and Mary, the Beatles, Manfred Mann, the Hollies, Bob Dylan, John Baez, Tom Jones, Jack Lemmon, Peter Sellers, Shirley MacLaine, and Hayley Mills. Ha ha! The Beatles! Woo, baby! Okay, I better contain myself. What kind of gifts do you like to receive? Anything I can eat. I adore the way out stuffed toys we're given, especially koala bears. Koala bears are adorable, but they're nasty. I once learned that in school. Maybe as long as you don't do anything to bother them, they probably won't be nasty towards you. Okay. What kind of people do you dislike? People who can't do their job properly, and people who are unkind, inconsiderate, or downright stupid. Whew. Now that I can agree with. How did you first get interested in music? As a boy, I must have impressed my parents with an ability to sing, because they sent me along to audition as a choir singer at Durham Cathedral. I was 10 at the time, and I was there for 4 years. Good for you, Chad. I got interested in music pretty much since the day I was born. Alrighty. What do you dislike about your work? The fact that we seldom get enough sleep. If any girl reading this has gotten to meet us and thought we weren't as charming as we might have been, she can bet her boots we hadn't gotten any sleep the night before. Ugh, I hate not getting enough sleep. I always like to wake up feeling fresh as a daisy, not droopy and such. Know what I mean? Alright, last one. What was your first job? I was a temporary mailman at Christmas time when I was at college. Ooh, that is amazing. Okay, I've read through all the stuff about Chad, and I gotta say, a lot of this stuff about him was very interesting. I'll return with the next one soon enough, so don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below which of these facts about Chad Stuart interested you or blew your mind. And I hope the rest of you enjoy your weekend. Ta-ta for now.